As you know, it is always a pleasure and my distinct honor to come before you all to highlight the work that these men and women are doing for you each and every day. Tonight, we have a little bit of a surprise. So I'm going to throw you just a little bit of a curveball at the awards. And we're going to start out by remembering that every day we come out here and we serve this community, and we do so side by side. And the level of support that we get from all of you is quite honestly unprecedented. And I knew that with that level of support, we would all be able to come together and make the community even better. And I knew that was going to be easy. Well, yes, we serve the community, but sometimes the community serves us. And this first award that we're going to present is actually to a member of our community, one of our citizens. So I don't know if she's going to cover her eyes when I start telling the story, but if Mr. Hoffman, Christopher Hoffman, would like to come up and join me, we can get into why we have him here. Not too long ago, one of our officers found themselves in need of some, shall we say, mechanical repair for a blown tire. No names mentioned because it wouldn't be fair to call out Courtney Lavina. Nonetheless, we make a joke of it, but I will tell you, having been and still in that seat, blowing a tire is just not fun, because you wonder how you're going to fix it and get the car back on the road and continue to do your job. Not too long ago, we experienced the need for that very service, and this young man, without due concern for anything else, ran out of his residence, met her on the side of Highway 24, I think near Sheridan, right? And promptly changed her tire for her without any expectation of recognition, award, or otherwise. But we felt it was right to just bring him up here and share this with all of you so that you can see how well we all work together, so that I can present him the Chief's Award of Excellence with my appreciation, her appreciation, and our thanks. Thank you very much. All seriousness, sir, thank you very much for your help and your willingness to just come out and just do what you did like that. So we appreciate you. And we'll move on to the next awards if you like. You got your pens ready? You're good? Okay. So, you know, we constantly preach the teamwork mentality. No one person in our organization functions on their own. It's the way the team works to get things done. It is a characteristic that I am very familiar with, and I was very happy to see is alive and well with this team as well. So this next awards that we're going to pass out actually involves members of our team, from dispatchers and officers, and how they work together to get something done that I think is pretty remarkable, actually. So if Dispatcher Lisa Ivy wants to come on up, join me, Corporal Edvina, Officer Vigil, come on up, we'll tell the story. So, you know, we drive around every day and we look around and we keep an eye on things, and we're tasked with finding suspicious things and things that just don't look right. Well, on the particular day in question, Officer Vigil is out driving around a patrol in his area in the city and runs through the backside of the Safeway area. And then what is it, AutoZone right there? Yeah. Getting the auto parts stores figured out. Like, I know one's here and one's here, but so, you know, during the course of his patrol, he notices some folks that just kind of look a little bit strange to him, but didn't rise to the level of really getting out to talk to him, but he just kind of put it in the back of his head. Kept on patrol. It was probably, what, several hours after that, our comp center, who was handled by Lisa that day, gets a phone call from a gentleman down in Colorado Springs who is associate in Pueblo, way even further. So I got the geography thing, I'm working on it. I'm trying to get it. I got Daytona, I got Orlando, I got Fort Lauderdale, but okay. So the chief of
Pueblo Mental State.
The Pueblo Mental State Hospital calls us, and a not so funny reason, but because they have an escapee, And this person was in their facility in lieu of incarceration for pretty serious offenses. And he went missing. So now he's running around heaven knows where. So the chief calls and asks us to put a bolo out, which is a be on the lookout for all of you folks who aren't paying attention, which Lisa promptly gets and pushes out to the officers. Well, by the time Officer Vigil hears, and then Officer Courtney gets involved in it, he realizes that the people who he saw hours ago were the very people that they were looking for. That is the proverbial needle in the haystack scenario. I cannot even begin to tell you. So he hears this description and instantly cues in on it. Courtney rushes to back him up. They're working off of a cell phone ping from one of his friend's phones, I think it was, and they're figuring out that it's coming back to the area of the Safeway. So they go right and hit it and find this escaped mental prisoner in 14 minutes. Well, yeah, clearly she didn't blow a tire that night. So, but nonetheless, as funny as it may sound, if you just step back and think about exactly what they accomplished, it is absolutely stupendous that they pulled that off in 14 minutes. So between Lisa getting the call, recognizing the urgency, pushing it out, him recognizing what he saw, her getting to back him up, 14 minutes, we had the guy in custody. Unbelievable, well done. And for that, I'm going to present each of you the Chief's Award of Excellence with my thanks and continued appreciation for your work. Thank you very much.